Hi ladies, I'm Alexis, your feminine energy guru. I am so excited that you're here today watching this video. I am going to be live streaming, so welcome to the video, everyone who is watching. Today we are talking about the 5 qualities to look for in female friends. If you are on your feminine energy journey, you need female friends. They are one of the most important parts of your life. So I'm going to share with you today how to find better female friends and what exact qualities you want to look for. So let's go ahead and get started. The reason why you need good girlfriends with having strong feminine energy is because you need an outlet to release your girly, your playful, and your excited inner child side. Most of the time we are wearing these adult masks and we don't really let our inner child feel free and feel alive. You need an outlet to be your girly, playful self. Good quality girlfriends are the best way to do this. So it is why it is so important that I tell you, you need a good social group of girlfriends. I'm going to give you 5 qualities to look for in these women so that you can make sure you are surrounded by girls to allow you to do this. I see all the comments coming in and I'm going to get to those at the end. So I'm going to share these 5 points, the qualities to look for in these women first, and then I'll go ahead and answer your questions. Let's see. Thank you guys so much for the sweet comments. I can see them here on the screen. Number 1, what you want to look for. You need to find a girl who loves who she is and is on her own unique path. I've made a TikTok video about why this is important before, but the reason why you need someone who is on their own path and loves who they are is because they are not going to be jealous of you. They are not going to be trying to tear you down. It is possible for you to have a good quality girlfriend. You need someone who loves who they are. This is going to help you elevate and level up your life too. So another thing that I really want to share with you guys is you need someone who doesn't want to be anybody else. So the reason why your friend needs to have this quality is because she is going to be able to be proud of you, to cheer you on. She's going to be by your side without feeling threatened by you. You need someone who genuinely loves and respects who they are as an individual. Okay? Number 2, what you want to look for in a high quality female friend. You need someone who has good integrity and strong morals. This is probably more important than any quality that I'm going to share with you. Real quick, if you guys have just joined, I see your comments. Thank you so much for all of your sweet words. I'm going to get to your comments in a few minutes. I'm going to get through these points and then we'll jump in there. So, you need a woman to be your friend who has good integrity and good morals because her character is never going to be questioned. You can feel assured knowing that in any situation, she's going to remain consistent and show up the same because she lives according to her morals and her values. You also need someone who can give you advice from time to time, who is speaking of a place of, or from a place of good judgment. If someone makes bad decisions, they don't have strong values, they're very weak-minded, they're not going to be able to guide you and really give you the wisdom and advice that you need. You also become who you surround yourself with. People say this all the time. You need to make sure that the people who are around you can elevate you too and can bring you up. If your friend does not have integrity, if she does not have morals, she's probably not going to be a good friend for you. The thing with friends is they can still be in your life, but the girls that have these qualities that I'm sharing with you, these are the ones that you can consider close. So my rule of thumb is you can always have multiple layers of friends. The ones that are very closest to me, I have maybe 3 to 5 close girlfriends. They all have these morals and values. The ones that don't, or who their minds don't really align with my beliefs and my way of life, they get moved to an outer circle. You can do this with your friends. So you can still maintain friendships, hang out with them, but make sure that your close girlfriends have these qualities. It's so important. Something else, a side note, look for, when you're considering someone to be your close girlfriend, look for someone who is a girl's girl. And I know that this can sound very one-sided, but do not be close friends with a girl who is a pick-me girl. If you don't know what a pick-me girl is, it is the girl who typically says, I'm only friends with boys, or I just get along so good with the boys, I just fit in right with them. Do not be friends with a pick-me. Trust me, I've been there, I've learned, I've never gotten along with girls like that. And it is because they do not value female friendship. They do not understand how to have strong female connections. Their worth and their validation comes from boys. You do not want a pick-me as a friend. They absolutely drive me crazy. I don't have any friends who are pick-me's anymore. You need someone who loves himself, values female friendships, and does not seek validation from boys. Let's see. Also, the thing about pick-me's, if you feel like maybe you are a pick-me girl, that is completely fine. It's most likely coming from a place of wounded feminine energy. So I do private coaching. If you want to work with me a one-on-one, I can help you shift out of that. It is totally okay, especially if you're recognizing it. Maybe I am a pick-me, or maybe I have this mindset. That's okay. You're already halfway there if you're aware. It is best to have friends who are girls. They're going to have your back. They're going to pick you over boys. They really understand what female friendship means. Moving on to point number 3. Let me go ahead and look at the comments real quick actually to see what you guys are asking. Thank you so much for the sweet comments. Love your content and delivery. How do you cut up? Ooh, okay. Let's see. Great questions. I'm going to go ahead and get to these at the end. They are really, really great for what we're talking about. Number 3, you need a friend who knows how to communicate and who is compassionate when it comes to boundaries. There is going to come a point in your friendship when fights happen, feelings get hurt, and things come up. You need to be able to talk about them, and you need to have a friend who can sit and be compassionate for you and understand and be willing how to work through it. The perfect rubric for what you want in a girlfriend when it comes to this quality. 1, someone who can apologize, own up to their mistake. They can put their ego to the side and they can sit with you in an emotion. They also come up with a solution. They're solution oriented. They take action, they consider your feelings, and they make sure that they do not do it again. You need someone who's compassionate, who respects your boundaries, and has boundaries themselves too. So if you have a friend who shames you, who gaslights you, who plays the victim, when you call them out on something that is upsetting you and making you feel uncomfortable, probably a toxic friend. This is not someone that you want close to you. Another note for this too is you really want to look for emotional intelligence in a friend. This is the only way that they're going to be able to have this quality. They need to have empathy and really be able to understand and express their own emotions and understand yours too. That's also why having similar values, point number 1, is really important. You can use your intuition to tell if they're holding resentment for you. If you express how you feel and you notice that things feel off or they feel angry, use your intuition, speak about that with them, and if nothing changes, like I said earlier, move them to an outer layer of your friendships. Point number 4, and we have one more after this, and then I'll answer some questions. You need a friend who is passionate about their goals and their dreams. The reason why this is important. 1, their focus is not going to be entirely on you. They're living their own life and they are excited for you to live your life too. You want someone who you can grow with. Someone that is investing in their career, in their business, in their hobby. They have something that is going for them. This is going to lift you up and help you get there too. You want to be surrounded by people who have a good work ethic, who are successful, who are driven. Friends who do this usually have very strong emotional intelligence and they are very passionate and excited about life. This is the energy that you want to be surrounded by. And then last but not least, point number 5, you want a friend who takes care of and prioritizes their mental and their physical health. So there are always points in people's lives where their mental health feels a little bit drained or they don't feel like they're at their best. It is great to support those friends at that time. However, if you have a friend who is stuck in this mindset, maybe they are dealing with something and they are not taking action, they are not seeking to improve themselves, you need to be careful so that you do not go down with them. You need to keep your mind and your body healthy. So if you notice in your friends that they are educating their mind, they are doing healing and inner work, maybe they're seeing a therapist, they're in the gym, they're taking care of their body and their mind, feeding their soul healthy, nutritious food and information. This is a really, really great green flag in a friend. It means that they're prioritizing their health, they're leveling up, and they're going to help you do this too. Let's see here. So where to meet these women, I can make a separate video about this. I do have a TikTok with the 5 places, or with 3 places I believe, of where to meet these friends, and I'll go into details in a different video of how to actually go up and talk to them, what places to be in, and how to really start making better female friendships. So these are the 5 qualities to look for in female friends, and now I'm going to see what you guys are asking here. Thank you so much for all the likes, guys. I can see them on the screen. Thank you. Let's see. How do you cut toxic friends off? Mona, this is a great question. One, it starts with deciding, because you cannot be in the middle. Maybe I'll keep them, maybe I'm going to let them go. No, you need to decide. This person does not align with my values. They do not align with my life anymore. Goodbye. You need to decide that, or you need to understand that when God removes, He replaces. Don't be scared that you are losing a friendship if it's toxic. One, I always recommend having a conversation with them first, because maybe there's an issue that can be resolved. Both people have to be compassionate and they have to be open to growing. Have that conversation first, even if it's a tough conversation. Talking and speaking up can save so many friendships. It has saved so many of my own friendships that I thought, maybe this is just done. Speak your boundaries, speak your mind, see how your friend responds. If they respond in a way that I mentioned earlier, where there's gaslighting, there's shaming, they play the victim, probably a toxic friend. Give them space. Start filling your life up with better friends, things that make you happy, things that make you feel good. Work on your hobby, your business, something that makes you successful. And if they still are not on the same level as you, or they're still toxic, it means that you need to let them go. When you elevate, people are either going to grow with you or fall off. It's okay to let people fall off so that you can make room for new friends. But first, have that conversation, and 2, just be upfront, let them go. This friendship is not filling me in a good way anymore. I don't feel good being friends. I think that we need to go our separate ways. It's very similar to a breakup. Sometimes it's just as painful, so I do hear you if you are scared and sad to let that friend go. It can be hard. But if you want healthier, better friendships, you've got to do it sometimes. Thank you so much for the flowers. Oh, I think I missed some questions. Delete theirs as well. Where do you meet new friends? So this I'm going to make an entirely separate video about, because I have 5 really, really great places to meet friends. So I do have a video on my TikTok right now if you want to see that, but I will be making a video soon to answer that question. Oh no. What if you're so scared to talk to them? Oh, that's such a good question. If you are scared to talk with your friends, ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen? And then realize that once that does actually happen, you're still going to be okay. Either the friendship's going to end, they're going to react and get upset with you. The reason why you are probably scared to speak up is because you have been punished in the past for speaking your mind. And that is why I encourage doing inner work. It's why I encourage doing healing and therapy. It is so important for you to be able to speak your mind and to live your life in an authentic way. And if you feel scared to do this because of someone else's reaction, it's going to hold you back. And if you want to have a healthy, good relationship, you have to speak up. You have to share your mind, because you would want your friend to do this too. Otherwise, you're going to stay stuck in the same place. So my recommendation is really ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? And if it does happen, I'm still going to be okay. Let's see. I think I am always in my masculine energy and I don't know how to steep. Are you asking you don't know how to get into your feminine energy? Okay. Short answer to this. Get in your body, get out of your head. Feminine energy is about feeling, it's about being. It's about sitting in your emotions, it's about knowing what makes me feel good, what am I passionate about, what makes me excited to get out of bed in the morning. Take a break from letting yourself build up all those thoughts in your head, all the thoughts of anxiety and planning for the future and fears and, oh, I should have done this, or I should have said that. Let those go. Let your body let the thoughts go. Just sit in your body, relax, maybe do some dancing. That is one of the best ways you can get into your feminine energy. I did make a video on my YouTube channel called 3 Tips to Get Back into Your Feminine Energy. I would go and watch this. That might be able to help you. Oh, very nervous about it. Thank you for the advice. Mona, you're welcome. Girl, you can come back next week and let us know how it went. I can totally relate to you, especially I used to be a people pleaser too, and a lot of those habits still come up sometimes. But I'm telling you, once you start speaking your mind, you're not scared of other people's reactions, you are going to feel so much better. It's like a weight is lifted off your chest. You're a completely different person. It starts with taking the small steps and then growing from there. Great advice, success. People scared of change, leveling up. Yes, this is so true. I'm making a YouTube video, 5 ways to level up. People are scared to do it. And the reason is because they're letting a part of themselves die. That's always scary. If you want to grow and transform, you have to let part of yourself go. Thank you so much. I have learned a lot from you. Thank you so much. You have only one life. Make it count, ladies, guys too. Yes, some good advice here in the comments. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Do we need friends? It's okay to be a loner. Absolutely. I think that you do need human connection though. It has been proven scientifically that you need human connection for survival. People that live isolated, they do not live longer. They usually die very quickly. This has been proven over and over again. You don't need a ton of friends. You do need close human connections. You need someone that you can trust, someone to share your feelings and your thoughts with. You cannot just hold everything inside of you. Imagine that you are only living life through your perspective when people have been through so many different situations as you. Let yourself make some friends. It can be scary, it can take a long time. That's okay, but you've got to do it. It's going to elevate your life as long as you're making good friends. How do you fall out of love, as in with the wrong person? Let's see. Are you asking me how to stop loving the wrong person, or are you asking me how does falling out of love happen? If you can answer that for me, I'll go ahead and dive into that with you. My mentality changed when I started watching your videos. Thank you so much. That means so much to hear. I genuinely enjoy making TikToks and YouTube videos so much. I'm so happy that I'm able to help you. How do you stop loving the wrong person? Ooh, this is a really great question. How do you stop loving the wrong person? Here's what first comes to mind for me. Think about your life 5 years from now. If nothing changed with the person that you are with, would you still be happy? If you already know in your heart that it's the wrong person, the answer is most likely no. If nothing changed, I would not be happy. Get excited about the life that you could have when you are choosing happiness, healthy relationships, and yourself over the attachment and staying with the wrong person who is being toxic or not treating you the way that you want. Understand that when you are holding on to something, it is closing off your hand from being able to receive anything else. It is perfectly fine to still love someone who you know is the wrong person for you. Love does not just die overnight, but it is possible for you to love multiple people and to love again after you've been hurt. So really, when you're feeling all those feelings of maybe a past partner or someone from before that you still love come up, understand this is okay that I still feel this way, but also get excited about your future. Know that there are other options for you. If you only received everything that you could actually see and that you have touched before, you would not even have a third of what you have right now. So start looking and seeing other couples who are healthy, that they are happy, they are in love with the right person. Understand that it's available for you and get excited about that. That'll start to peel some of that energy and the attachment off of the wrong person. Let's see. Okay guys, I'll do a couple more questions and then I've got to run. I've got a client for coaching. I actually see a question about that. Do you do online coaching for self-healing? Yes, my coaching specialty is in feminine energy, but with most of the women that I work with, we do go into inner work and healing, and you can go to feminineguru.com to go ahead and do that. What about old friends, family, spouse, when you are taking a chance to change your life for the better? I love them, but they are stuck in the past. Ooh, this is my favorite question that anyone has asked so far. How do you level up and grow when the people around you are still stuck in a lower mindset or just a mindset from the past? I have two answers for you. Number one, start filling your mind and your everyday activities with people who are at the level that you are going towards, whether it is on YouTube or TikTok, whether it is the friends that you hang out with. Surround yourself with people who do believe in what you believe in, who are successful, who are elevated. Join a new class, join a new group on Facebook, people who are like-minded like you. This is so important that you are filled with people who also share your same beliefs so that you don't let your progress just be taken back by people who have small mindsets. If you are living, can be really hard when you're living with your family because not everyone decides to grow at the same time, and that's perfectly fine. Make sure that you kind of give yourself a mental bubble around you. And anytime that you are triggered by something or your family or friends say something like, oh, like you're just on this new journey or you are just in a different mindset now, take it as a compliment and don't let it get inside your bubble. Think, yeah, thank you, I am. Respond in that way. Do not let other people's opinions hold you back. Otherwise, all of the progress that you've been making is just going to be wiped out. Stay protective of your progress. Be surrounded, fill your eyes and your ears with people who are at the level where you want to go to. Okay guys, I'm going to take one more questions. Mona, I love that. I would love if you would consider making your group. Yes, I've been trying to figure out what type of group to make, but I do want to make a group for like-minded women who are elevating, who are learning about their feminine energy, and I'm going to figure this out, girl. Thank you for putting it out there. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Thanks for the positive feedback. Yes! Oh my gosh, you've had some great comments today, G Money. Maybe on Discord? Yep, I can do that. One more. What feminine energy response do you give when a man does something that you don't like? Ooh, I love this question because it's not even something that you say, it's something that you do when it comes to feminine energy. I have this quote that I love. One of my mentors says it all the time. Say more, talk less. So you're not going to say to your man if he's doing something that you don't like, I don't like that, or stop doing that. You just observe and lean back. You're going to pull away a little bit. Your action and your energy is your response. Men do not hear logic unless they're speaking with another man usually, or they are looking to speak with someone in their masculine energy. With their women, they need to know what's going on inside of you. It's how we're designed. And you do this by giving him your energy. Give him a different type of energy when he does something that you don't like. Maybe you hang out with him less that day, or your phone calls and your texts kind of die down. And then when he's putting in effort and showing up in a way that does feel good and is more respectful, that's when you can give him more of your warm, loving energy. It's also always okay to have a conversation, but when you do, let him know what's going on in your body. Respond with, that doesn't feel good to hear you say, or that doesn't feel good when this is done. I feel like this. Use feeling statements. Let him know what's going on in your body. It's the only way he's going to be able to hear you. And also, most important thing I can say, do not lean forward when your man is doing something that you don't like. Masculine and feminine energy, the polarity is like this. It's like a magnet. When the feminine energy is leaning forward, the man has no option but to lean back. So you want to make sure that you're not chasing him with your energy, because what can happen is, no, I don't like that, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. You start chasing him unconsciously and it's causing him to lean back. You lean back when something's done that you don't like. He'll come forward. You can speak about it, but let him know what's going on in your body. Okay guys, that is all the questions that I'm going to take. I've got to run for my coaching call. Thank you so much for all of the love, the sweet comments, and the likes. I can see them all on the screen. And I am so excited for next Friday's session, and thank you guys for joining this live stream. I am on TikTok, YouTube, and I have my website for coaching if you would like to learn some more. I hope that you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye!